Our body, our mind, and our spirit are connected. This morning I woke up and I felt tired. Have you ever done that? After a good number of hours, I was just exhausted. Well, I got up and I did my workout only because it was scheduled. And if I missed it, I would have to wait for the next week. And even when I came home after that, I was just mentally foggy and physically tired. I sat down to write because that's one of the first things I do every day. And I had a bad attitude and I was kind of crabby and I was stirring about some circumstances in my life. And I asked myself, what is really wrong here? And then suddenly I realized I was just physically tired. And that was causing me to be grouchy and hopeless. That's why I was mentally foggy. It might be the same with you. When you're upset about something, check in with your body. Maybe it's just that you're not well rested, or you haven't eaten for a while, or you haven't moved. So instead of believing my feelings, these negative emotions that were coming up about how bad things were, I believed my mind, which told me my body's tired, and that's all it is. Now, we'll all get sick at some point. We're going to be sad at some point, and we're going to lose hope at other times. The question is, how are we going to not get stuck with those negative consequences? So the topic for writing today for me was mental resilience. And I decided to write about things that I had done well. Just like giving myself a little pep talk. You might have a friend that'll do it for you, or a spouse, or a coworker. I just in that moment was alone and I did it for myself. And then I asked myself the question, how can people motivate themselves when they are just not feeling it, when they're just so tired? And my answer came with to be encouraged mentally, and you can do that for yourself. Another answer is love yourself enough to take care of the body that you're in. We need love for ourselves in order to take care of these bad consequences before we get stuck. And although it's hard to feel bad, it's hard to be sick, and it's hard to be hopeless, it's even harder to stay there. So we need some tools to get out of it. Now, over time, I have learned to control my thoughts. And this is a powerful tool because so much of our perspective and emotions stems from our thoughts. And I've learned to care for my body. I realized, like this morning, when it's tired or it's hungry, I can't perform well. I can't be there. So I need to be careful with my body. And another thing to do to motivate yourself is to practice the 7 spiritual health practices: faith, love, joy, hope, gratitude, meaning, and purpose. All of those things will help build, the topic for me today, build mental resilience. It will also help build physical resilience and spiritual resilience. So this afternoon I laid down for a nap. I am not a napper, but I realized my body just needed some rest. So I have 3 questions for you. What will you do to care for your body? Not what can you do, but what will you do? The second question, what will you do to care for your mind? And the third is, what will you do to care for your spirit? If you're struggling with a physical problem like I was this morning, look at how your mind can help and your spirit can help hold the weak body up. Or if you're struggling with a mental or emotional problem, how can your body or your spirit support your mental health crisis or illness or weakness? And if you're struggling with a spiritual problem, how can your body or your mind help support and encourage your spirit? This really works. It really works. You will have these 3 little tools in your back pocket, and they don't have to be great, big, gigantic things, but each little step you take will help you look better, feel better, and do better. Be well, my friends. Bye-bye.